Hey friend, welcome to the Badass is the New Black podcast, where our motto is done is better than perfect. I'm Chrissy Chin, here on a mission to help you grow your business online, turn your leads into lifelong customers, and scale to six figures and beyond so you can work less and enjoy and earn a whole lot more. Most importantly, I'm a laid-back wife, a mom, a friend who started as a peds nurse, turned network marketer, and now a serial entrepreneur. This podcast is for ambitious people with an idea, a vision, but no idea how to get there. On this podcast, I'll give actionable steps to keep you moving forward while you learn new business strategies, better systems and processes, marketing, sales, all the things you need to build and scale a blissful business that keeps your pocketbooks growing. Grab a beverage, open up your notes app, and let's get to it. Today, we're going to talk about how to avoid refund requests. When we make a sale, whether it's someone joins your membership or someone buys your course or your program, the last thing that we want is for them to jump in with us, to pay us, and then reach back out and ask for a refund. Now, there's a few reasons that this happens, and my hope today is that after you listen to this episode, you have some ideas on how to avoid this from happening. So no one is asking for a refund in the first place. Okay. Having 0% is usually unavoidable, but if we can get that percent to be very, very small, then that's great. We had a few refund requests when we first launched Digital Duplication Academy, and I was able to identify why this happened when we first launched it. And then I modified using some of these strategies that I'm going to teach you today. And we had 0 refund requests in the next 2 launches. So, number 1, set expectations before someone purchases. I find this with my children all the time. I have to set expectations for whatever it is that we're doing. And if I don't set expectations, they either are very disappointed, they have a complete meltdown, or just something bad happens, right? But if we set expectations for our children, for our customers, then there's less likely for disappointment. So it's the summertime now, so I have to kind of give my children the play-by-play of like what's gonna happen. So first this is gonna happen, then this is gonna happen, then I'm gonna be done with work, and then we're gonna go to the pool or we're gonna do whatever, right? Setting the expectation so that they know what's coming and what to expect. Now it's a little bit different with your customer. They have a decision to make, right? They're gonna either jump in on your membership or your course or your program and make that decision to invest in whatever it is that they're investing with you. So we want to set expectations before they purchase. If their expectations are not set, they are going to purchase, they're going to jump in. And if they have a totally different idea of what this is about, what they're going to get, and how they're going to get there, they are going to find themselves in disappointment. And then they're going to be asking you for a refund. So number 1 is set expectations before they purchase. Tell them what is entailed in the program or the membership, what they're going to get, how they're going to receive it. Okay, have some of those details in. How long do they get access to it? If it's a membership and it's a annual fee, make sure that they know that. Right? Make sure that you are reminding them of their auto renewal that's coming up. Now, I don't do auto renewal emails for someone who's paying a monthly membership, as in like they get an email the week before saying, oh, your payment's going to process for XYZ membership for Scale to 6 or for Grower Space. That just automatically happens. But for a year, if there's an annual subscription to something, then an email does go out. And I think that's even required by law to send out a notification letting them know that their payment is going to process. So do that, at least a week before, not the day before. People don't check their emails every day. And so if someone does want to cancel your membership for whatever reason, they can do that before the payment goes through, and then you're avoiding a a refund request. Okay. Obviously the idea is that we are setting up our programs, we're adding value so that people don't want to cancel, but that's just one example for a membership on how to avoid refund requests for that annual membership. But then any other program that's just a one-time cost, really setting the expectations so they know what to expect when before they hit that purchase button. Okay. Number 2 is setting up a really great onboarding process. So the more engaged someone gets, we talk about this a lot in Digital Duplication Academy because it really is the third phase of the program, is me teaching you how to set up an effective onboarding process. But really the whole idea here is to get your new customers to engage right away. So if you're providing a community space, we want them to engage in the community within the first day, 2 or 3, to connect with someone, whether that's you or someone else in the community, to connect with those people. So setting up a really amazing onboarding process to get them diving into the content. So if it's not a community aspect and you have content for them to consume, make them do something to make them take action right away. Get them to and encourage them to watch that first video. Maybe it's just your welcome video. And then maybe they have to respond under that video and take action to do something. Okay, so take a look at your onboarding process. If you don't have one, then maybe Digital Duplication Academy is something that you need. But having a really great onboarding process is something that can really help decrease the refund requests. Again, people are getting involved in your content, they're getting engaged in your content, and likely they're taking action then. And when people take action, they get results. And the more results people get, the less likely they are to ask for a refund. Okay. And then the third thing that I like to do, which helps avoid refunds, is an intake form to drive home the expectations and see where people might need help and offer that extra help. So again, like I've told the expectations in before they purchase, maybe that's in my masterclass or on my sales page. Those are places where we can set expectations. But once they purchase, then my intake form, where I'm gathering more data, is an opportunity for me again to drive home expectations. How long is the program going to take? If they think they're going to get it done in 4 weeks and then they fall behind, they're like, I can't do this. I want a refund, right? So setting realistic expectations of what this entails and driving that home again in an intake form and asking some questions to get them to acknowledge. So one of our intake form questions also is to gather some data for me to see where people are going to be at, where people might need some extra help. But I ask them, how many hours do you have available to dedicate to building your website and your freebie funnel and your onboarding process, right? Is it 5 hours a week? Is it 5 to 10 hours, 10 to 15, 15 to 20? So I get an idea of where that person is and how much progress they are likely to be able to make over the length of the program. Okay, and finding out asking other questions to help you get an idea of where people might need help so that you can then either reach out to them and let them know of other resources that they might need to help get them launched, to get them started, help them get that, totally drawing a blank on the word. The transformation, there we go. The transformation that they want. So the intake form just really allows you to drive the expectations home again and gather some more information that can be super helpful for you to know where your people are at, where they might need extra help, and then provide that extra help when you can, so that it doesn't have to be one-on-one help. If everyone is answering that you give a multiple choice question and it's like, what do you feel, least confident in? And you give a list of things that you suspect maybe they might need more help with, and everyone's choosing answer C, then you can say, okay, I'm going to throw in an extra training or bring in a guest expert. So like SEO, search engine optimization. I could ask a question in our program to say, how familiar are you with search engine optimization? Scale of 1 to 5. And if everyone's saying no, I'm not the expert in SEO because we didn't really leverage SEO to build our business in the very beginning. Now we do things to do that. But then I know, okay, I'm bringing in an expert, and I did bring in an expert to add an SEO training into Digital Duplication Academy to just help people kind of where they might be falling short so that they can really get the results that they came here looking for. And if I can help people take action and get the results, and if you can help people take action and get the results, whatever it is that you do, you teach you teach parents how to teach their children how to read, or you teach people how to knit, or you teach corporate females how to avoid burnout. You teach yoga, right? If whatever it is that you're doing, you can help someone take action to get results, they are less likely to ask for refund requests. And here's a little bonus one. This is not in my notes, not something I was going to talk about, but something that just popped into my head is having someone on your support email that can really allow your people to feel heard. Okay. And when you're responding to emails, using their language that they're using to you, maybe they tell you, I don't know, I'm not getting what I thought I was going to get out of this. First of all, that's an expectations thing. You likely didn't set the expectations appropriately in the very beginning, but making sure that the person who's responding, so if it's you responding to the support email or you have an assistant that's doing that they use those same language that the person used to make them feel heard. And then you can also offer alternative solutions. So had a student recently that signed up for Digital Duplication Academy, and she said, my computer literally died within the week after signing up for this, and the cost is going to be a lot more than I anticipated. And so this whole thing is on hold right now because I clearly need a computer to work on my business and on my website, and asked for a refund. I just want to come back to this program at a later date. And so instead of just saying, okay, offering a refund, I got creative with it. And I said, you know what? Let's go ahead. She had done the payment plan. I said, let's go ahead and pause your payments. And that initial payment will hold your spot. Okay. And we'll go ahead and pause the payments for up to 6 months. You can take the time that you need to get your computer repaired. And then whenever you are ready within that 6-month time frame, we can get you restarted and you can restart the program. And she was ecstatic about that. I had another person also who was going through some health challenges, and they reached out again like, this is just a lot more time consuming. Their illness was not allowing them to participate in the program. And so instead of just canceling altogether, I said, you know what, let's put it on pause and let's go ahead and have you come back. So we'll just pause your payments. Again, another payment plan. That was pretty easy. If someone's doing a pay in full option, you could still keep the payment and offer that as an option. We'll go ahead and keep the payment to save your spot for when you are ready to return. And we'll let you back in from the beginning. You can, whatever it is. So kind of thinking outside the box. So instead of refunding, we've just put things on a pause. They've already invested some money into the program, even with a payment plan, because they've made at least that first or second payment. So they've invested. So likely they're more likely to come back knowing, and technically, we've just paused it. And so the payments will start happening again after 6 months. And they're aware of that and they know that. And likely they'll be back before 6 months, but we gave them a bit of a leeway. So there's different things that you can do to avoid those refund requests if they do come in, but they are way less likely to come in if you're doing these 3 things. If you're setting the expectations before they purchase, not after. Don't wait till your welcome video and your intake form. Do it before they purchase. Number 2, have a great onboarding process that really walks them through step by step of what they're going to be doing and getting them engaged right away. And then number 3, have an intake form that can also drive home those expectations and allow you to gather some insight so that you can help better support the people that are coming into your community, your membership, your course, your program, whatever it is, so that you can help them get that transformation and avoid refund requests. And if they do ask for a refund, try and think outside the box on ways you can get creative to maybe pause something or give them the extra support that they need. They signed up for a reason. They really do want that transformation. Sometimes it's just some mental barriers. So maybe there's something else that you could help them do to help get them over that. So those are my thoughts and my insights on how to avoid refund requests if you are building your business and you don't have a website yet, or maybe you have a website, but there's some things falling short. I have a free masterclass for you. You can sign up for the waitlist for the next time it comes out. It's called How to Build a Wildly Profitable Website Without Knowing a Thing About Tech. And I'm going to teach you how to target your perfect customer on your website, how to make it wildly profitable, how to turn your leads into customers on autopilot. It's summertime here. Like, you guys, I want to be at the pool. I want to be at the lake with my kids doing things. Having people be able to sign up for my free offerings and turn into customers on autopilot is such a blessing for time back in your schedule to do the things that you want to do, whether it's spend more time, on your business or spend more time with family. That automation piece is so key. So I'm going to teach you my strategy on how to make your website wildly profitable and turn those leads into customers. And then the third aspect of it is how to create engaged customers that purchase again and again or refer others to you and your business, because that is one of the ways that makes it wildly profitable. So if you want to sign up for this masterclass, go to thechristychin.com/website-masterclass and you can jump on the waitlist. Can't wait to see you there. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you got some value out of this episode, I would love some support. And the best way to do that, so I can keep showering you with loads of actionable tips, is to hit that subscribe button. Leave a review or a comment if you're on YouTube, and share this podcast with a friend. And when you share it with a friend on social, please tag me so I can reshare your share in my stories. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out. I appreciate the heck out of you for showing up. And now it's time for you to take imperfect action so you can work less and enjoy and earn a whole lot more.